Okay, headed inside the cab here. I want to show you something I ended up doing a little bit differently here. You got to make sure this thing's level. That's critical to make sure it's level. So I've been running off of this seam, just setting the lip of my level right there, making sure everything's level. Make sure your truck's level, because if your truck's not level, you read that level. It's not gonna be level when your truck's level, yada yada. Get it close. I know you're running down the road. It's not like it's gonna pass any inspection. But anyway, here is off of the template. Here is the spot that they recommend running your screw in. Well, or the provided bolt. So you can get a shorter bolt if you want, but when you actually run that in, the provided hardware touches this hard line, and vibration and rattling over time, that's going to eat a hole smooth through it with the provided washers, with everything. The spacer goes on top, this bracket sets here. So what I did was I slid this, moved this bracket back and forth and got it to where it was level and correct. And then I popped a hole over here, and I'm just going to get it completely away from any bit of it, and then we'll come in here and get those drilled with a 3/16 bit. So here's the original fastener that comes with it. I'm just going to go with a 3/4 and throw a dab of Loctite on that thing. Here's the template that they provide. So it's close, but like with everything, it's you try to lay paper over contoured metal and it's off just a bit. So if I ever do this again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the top. I'm gonna concentrate on this top line. I'm gonna get that hole drilled. I'm gonna get it hung by that exactly like I did here, and then drill it out from the inside out, and then finish the hole clean from the inside. That way the hardware is completely away from that hard line. There's zero chance of it rubbing. So we're gonna get that bolted up, and it looks like we're gonna move on. So we'll get that bolted up. We'll make sure everything's level. This is the 3/16 holes I was talking about. That is your top bracket here to be drilled on the inner cowling. So you can see it sets in there pretty level. The other thing I did was skip the delete, because my painter painted up the cab after he wiped the dust off of it, but the cab's super nice, and I didn't really want a black delete plate in there, so I'm gonna take it to him and see if he can do something a little bit different with it. But he painted up the original doors. I totally forgot about the delete plate. He did an awesome job too. So the driver's side can go back in. I kind of want to put the passenger back in, but just maybe cut the handle off or make it smooth where it can slip behind there, or see if it does slip behind there, I'll try to get it back in there. But anyway, we'll get this drilled out and get it hung up, and we'll move on.